views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Coming up on today's show, he was on our show back in March and shared with us the journey of his music career. He's a multi-platinum record producer who hails right here in the Bronx, and he's back on our show, giving us an update on what he's been doing since then and how he's given back to the community where he grew up, and also showing young people that success can be a reality if they do the right thing. Antwan Amadeus Thompson joins me next right here on Perspectives with yours truly, Darren Hyman.
What's on your mind?
Let 'em know.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
Let 'em know.
Anything relevant to life, you bring it to the table. Whether you make a move solo or a movement with a stable. No fables, you speak on your decisions. Cause in the long run, it's your voice, your views, your vision. Keeping it real with many messages for you to know. This ain't radio, but DJ runs the show. Entertainment, he rocks it. Politics, he locks it. The host with the most would handle any topic. Don't forget to share your perspective with shines of light. Cause it might make a difference in someone else's life.
Make a difference.
What's your perspective?
Express what's in your heart and your mind. Share your perspective.
What's your perspective?
Let 'em know.
Amadeus, multi-platinum bad boy hit producer from the Bronx, from this building right over there, 1309. Blessed to produce for over 90 artists. J-Lo, French Montana, Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Justin Bieber. This goes on and on. But I'm from right here. I'm from the hood. Tough neighborhood, man. Real tough neighborhood. You know, right here where I'm from, you know, I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to be where I'm at today. So I want to come back. I want to show love. I want to shed light and show them when you do things positive and you focus on whatever your dreams are, you know, you can win. It ain't got to be selling drugs. You ain't got to be in no gangs. You ain't got to be doing nothing negative. It can be all positive. And this is what you get, man. So we brought out some nice whips, you know, some joints that the kids probably get to see on TV that they never really saw in real life. But it's about showing love. It's about handing out backpacks and just making an impact, man. So I'm blessed to be here. I'm thankful for you guys coming out and capturing this day and capturing this moment. And we here, man. We out here.
And Mr. Antwan Amadeus Thompson is right here with me in person. If you don't know him, he's the CEO of Platinum Boy Music Incorporated, multi-platinum bad boy hitman record producer, Trey Songz music director, and tour drummer. And as you can tell from the video, he's a Bronxite hailing from 169th Street, making things happen. Amadeus,
brother. King.
what up, man?
Always good to see you,
Good to
man.
see you,
Thank you
man.
for having me, brother.
No, thank you, and thank you for coming and giving back.
Always, absolutely.
So walk us through a little bit about what happened, because this was major.
Yeah.
First of all, it's where you grew up, right?
Yes, sir.
169th Street.
Washington Avenue, 1309.
And now you've got these decked out cars.
Man, I judged the talent show at Truman High School. It was for the police academy, so it was like different boroughs, and they were competing, singing, dancing, doing the steps and everything like that. And I met a great gentleman by the name of Lieutenant Mike, and we kicked it off, basically just, you know, speaking of God and how great he is and the blessings and being from the Bronx and community and how rough it is for me coming up. And, you know, he just applauded me on everything I was doing for the kids and giving back, and we just stayed in contact. And as I checked out his Instagram page, I was seeing what he was doing in his community. I think he was representing Brooklyn, and I'm like, man, I want to do what you're doing in the Bronx.
Right.
So he said, we got this book bag drive coming up. Let me know if you want to be a part of it. I'm like, absolutely. And he's like, I got a great idea. And I'm like, okay, what's up? He's like, we're going to deliver the book bags, you know, to the neighborhood, to the community, you know, in Lamborghinis and Ferraris and, you know,
Right.
these serious whips, man. And I'm like, all right. And as you can see, the day, you know, was amazing. The kids was really blessed. They, you know, you see that on TV, man. You don't really see that live in the flesh. So they were there, you know, sitting in the cars, taking pictures, you know, doing videos, acting like if they was doing music videos, and
Right.
just a great moment. And just, you know, just to share this, because you know you're my brother. When we first pulled up, like it was nobody there. And I was like super nervous. I was telling my lady, like, babe, like, I don't see no kids out here. And she's like, just be cool, relax. Just the moment we pulled up in them cars, like, people just came from everywhere.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it just goes to show you, like, just you just got to remain positive, man, in all things. And, you know, I know where my heart was at. I know what I wanted to do and how I wanted to impact the community. And my family kept me right in the right spirits. And it was an amazing day.
When you look at the fact that here you are in front of where you grew up, right? That's a special feeling all by itself.
man.
Because you look back at where you are, where you were,
Yeah.
and you see where you are today.
Right.
What was the turning point for you?
Man, I think probably like my first beat sold. I think my first beat sold, and I'm like, okay, so this is really happening.
You were selling beats while you were.
Yeah, I got well, not so much there, but in high school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I was still in the Bronx. I was going to Colin Hayes High School in the Bronx, and I was kind of developing as a musician and as a drummer and as a producer. So I think that first placement of seeing my song on a CD in stores, it was on a soundtrack, Cradle to the Grave. You know, hearing the song in the movie, seeing the credits roll at the end, and my name up there on the big screen. I think that was the defining moment for me, and a moment where I'm like, okay, I can really do this. This is really happening, and it's up to me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so I just took where I was at, my surroundings, what I had around me, and just tried to find the positives. And I can honestly say, music definitely saved my life, man.
Last time we got together, you were talking about your work now, right? And you were commuting back and forth to Las Vegas once a week.
Yes, sir.
Still commuting?
Yeah, still commuting. I'm actually leaving tomorrow, man. Dre's nightclub, #1 hip hop club in Vegas. I'm the resident drummer there. Play alongside the one and only DJ Franzen. I think last weekend we had Trey Songz performance. I actually do 2 sets. I play my own set, drums with DJ, and then after that, you know, I perform with Trey Songz. So we had Trey Songz, Genuine was there. The OG celebrated his birthday. So we just fun times, man. So tomorrow, Halloween.
Right.
So they wanted me out there a day extra, you know, to play Halloween with DJ Paulie D. I think we got The Baby on Friday, Migos on Saturday, and DJ Franzen again on Sunday, and then I'm back on Monday, man. So moving and shaking.
Give somebody an idea what that grind is like, right? Because so after you take off, you land, and then you get to Vegas, and then what kind of time do you have for yourself?
It's probably maybe about 2 hours, you know, get settled in. I normally take a nap.
Right.
You know, I'm from New York, I'm from the Boogie, so Boogie down Bronx, man, you gotta learn how, you gotta pace yourself, man.
Right.
I ain't getting no younger.
Right.
So I take about an hour nap, get up, play the club. I perform at 12:30, which is 3:30 p.m. New York time. And you know, for those that don't know, Las Vegas West Coast is 3 hours earlier than the East Coast. So when I'm performing at 12:30, it's 3:30 a.m. and I play an hour set. And then, you know, like I mentioned, if Trey is performing, I play his set as well. He normally comes on at about 2:30, maybe 2:45, you know, which is another 3 hours, you know, later. You know, so it's a lot, man.
5:45 a.m.
Yeah,
right.
man. So it's a lot, but I'm used to it. I've been touring with Trey for 12 years now, so I'm used to the different time zones and traveling around the world. And you know, so you know, you gotta just pace yourself. You gotta adjust. You gotta know what you need. Somebody like, no, I'm in Vegas, man. I ain't taking no nap, and then you know, 2 o'clock rolls around, and they're in the club doing this.
Right.
You know, I'm here.
Right. You got all the energy you need.
Absolutely.
Because you got to do what you have to do.
Yes,
so
sir.
So what's going on now? I mean, as far as you're playing over there, what else projects you got going?
Young and May just dropped the album. Her Story in the Making. I think I want to say about 2 weeks ago. Produced 8 songs on there with my Platinum Boy Music team of producers. So that project is doing very well. Produced a record on Chris Brown's album, Indigo. Certified gold so far. It's called Take a Risk. Produced that with Mike DeMiro, Young King on a team, and just working, man. A lot of new records on the way, and just doing what I love to do. Doing what I love to do, man.
Well, talk to me about certified. We hear that word a lot, right? So what does it mean when you are certified gold?
So it's like the numbers. The numbers are
legit. Right,
numbers
right.
are in. It's legit. It's stamped. You know, RIAA is the company that certifies, you know, when an album reaches gold, reaches platinum, multi-platinum. So, you know, until you get that stamp from them, you ain't official tissue. So we got that stamp from them. So we're official, certified gold. I can honestly say probably the next few weeks it'll be certified platinum. So I'm just, you know, blessed to be a part of those amazing projects and working with great artists, man.
Man, to think about like you're platinum, or you're already platinum. Now you got another one going gold. What's it like to, you know, come back and still be making hits?
I love it. You know, 18 years in, you know, and you got to be able to adapt. You know, you got to be able to adjust to the sound and the waves that's going on musically, sonically. So I think what's helped me with that is just collaboration. You know, oftentimes people want to do everything themselves and, you know, get all the shine, get all the love. But it's like, man, if we share this wealth and we share, you know, the creative process, you know, we can get a better product. You know, so it's just about tapping into these young kings and queens that are out here that have this new wave sound and new wave, and to be able to adjust and adapt and move. You know, move and shake, man.
Right. Well, if you don't know, Chris Brown has a song. It's called Take a Risk. The man sitting next to me, responsible for producing it. So listen, go talk a little bit about what got behind that, talk a little bit more about what else he's doing, and of course, the community, that and more here on Perspectives.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
And continue our conversation with Antwan Amadeus Thompson right here, joining me in person. And if you don't know, he's the CEO of Platinum Boy Music, multi-platinum bad boy hitman record producer, and also Trey Songz music director and tour drummer. And he's got his own stuff going on, like a lot of stuff. And I mean, when you hear all of that, right? I mean, I like to make sure that I get it all in because
sir.
I feel like if a person puts the work in, they definitely
Thank you, my
deserve
brother. Thank you.
to get the credit that they deserve.
Thank you.
But when you hear that, right, and you hear, oh my God, you're CEO, Platinum Boy Music,
accolades,
multi-platinum, right? And we got some awards, so we're gonna talk about that too.
yeah.
But what's that like for you?
It's a blessing, man. It's something that I don't take lightly, because I don't have to be in this position. It could have just been a dream that I had, that I've been working towards, and could have not not come true, but they came true. Put the hard work in. I stayed focused. I didn't allow my surroundings to stop me. I didn't allow any distractions to stop me, and I just stayed focused. I'm grateful for my parents as well for being hard on me and forcing me to go to church, in private school and in Catholic school and all of these different things, which I felt sucked. Having to dress up and look a certain kind of way, but it positioned me. It taught me how to carry myself, how to speak, how to be educated, and just to do the right thing, man. So I'm grateful.
Now, you're a church musician as well.
Absolutely.
And you make no bones about it. So what do you say to the people like, oh my God, he's a church musician, he's also singing in the club, playing in the club.
Right.
How do you give that? What speech do you give them?
I mean, it's work. I just happen to do what I love and what I'm most passionate about, but it's work. It's like when you get up, if you work at the bank, how it's going to work at the bank, counting money or depositing, receipts, how is that glorifying God? You know what I'm saying? If you drive in the bus,
right.
How's that glorifying God? If you're working at McDonald's, if you're a chef, how's that glorifying God? You know what I'm saying? And you can get deep and then say, well, you're feeding the people, and you can go deep, but in regards to the surface, you're working. You're providing for your family, you're providing for yourself, you're providing for your loved ones. So it's the same approach where it's like, okay, I'm playing in a club. This is what I do. I'm a musician. I make music. I'm in the studio. I make music. And that's how I eat, and that's how I provide for my family. So it's the same thing. And it's like I would rather go out there in the world and work and hustle and be great and be compensated than to try to get my church home to pay me what we feel I'm worth or what my value is. I'd rather just be a blessing, to the church. I don't want to take from the church. I can go out there and get paid from the world. You understand? And bring it back and be a blessing. You know what I mean? So that was my approach, and it's difficult. It's definitely a difficult decision to make.
You catch a lot of flack?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But I think what kind of saved me in a way was that I'm not the artist. Right. So I'm not the person that's on the records, possibly using profanity or saying anything provocative, or in the videos with, a ton of women around me shaking it, dropping it like it's hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm behind the scenes. I'm in the studio. I'm here. I'm making the music. I'm making the beats that's underneath that particular song that might offend you if it does. So that kind of helped in my favor as well. But I think me going on tour with Trey Songz. And my Bishop. I remember sitting down with Bishop, Pastor Michelle White-Haynes, and she's like, "You sure?" And I kind of let her know my views, and She didn't agree 100%,
Right.
you know, but she supported me. And she, listen, you're a grown man. If this is what you want to do, this is what you after, you know, I have no choice but to support you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying obviously because you know you got the church folk, man, be out of control. So I'm not saying she's showing up at a Trey Songz concert
Right.
like
Right,
jumping around, Millie rocking. I'm just
Right.
saying that she gave me her blessings and she gave me her support. And whenever I come home, and I come to my church home, man, she's like, Amadeus is here. You don't know Amadeus? And that's my bishop, that's my pastor, man. So shout out to her, man.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, shout out. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah,
Come
she's
on now, it's
doing
about
well.
time you come on the show.
Yeah, she
now.
need to come on. Bishop, he's been asking about you.
For a long time.
We gotta make this happen.
Come
Even
on,
if I
let's
gotta come get you and bring you,
Right.
so you can do this show. We're gonna make it happen.
Send her the video.
Yeah,
All right?
yeah.
Listen, so you got a lot of great things happening too. You're brand ambassador, Sovereign
Yeah.
Brands, Bel Air Champagne,
Yeah.
Bumble Rum,
Yeah.
McQueen Gin. So what is a brand ambassador?
So it's basically a person that takes the product and, shows it to the masses and just kind of introduces people to it that are not aware. Obviously, me being at Dre's nightclub on the weekends, it's the perfect atmosphere. It's a perfect surrounding for me to be a brand ambassador with the champagnes,
Right.
the clubs, the
Right.
queens come out and they got the bottles lit and then everybody's in there,
Yeah.
going in and celebrating life and celebrating birthdays and celebrating marriages and different things. So it's the perfect, opportunity for me to, be behind that product. And it tastes great. I love it. And it's a great opportunity that I have.
Wow. And when you look at okay, I'm a brand ambassador.
Yeah.
Man.
So, and mind you, like Rick Ross, it's like the top dog for Bel Air, and then you got like DJ Khaled, and you know what I'm saying,
Right.
and Wiz Khalifa is kind of like the face of the gin, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, and Lil Wayne is the face of Bumble Rum. So it's like just to be in that kind of company and to be trusted with the brand, knowing that those sit on the thrones.
Right.
Representing, being a part of that is great as well.
Right.
You got to multitask, man.
No, you got to multitask.
Yeah.
So the question inquiring minds want to know, right? So you do this, you got the song "Take a Risk." It's on Chris Brown's Indigo album.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he's got 8 songs on Young Ma's album, Her Story in the Making. And so, how does this happen? I mean, are you sitting at home? The phone rings,
Right.
Or do you shop it yourself? How does this happen?
Yeah, the
People
phone is
feel like
never.
we're go-
The phone is definitely not ringing. So let's
Right.
let's definitely get rid of that. I mean, you got to go get it. You got to go get it.
What do you say? I got something I want you here.
Yeah. I met Young and May years ago. I think at Webster Hall. My homie Vaughn Mack introduced us. I don't even think we exchanged contact information. It was just like Amadeus, Young and May, Amadeus. And then left it at that. And then I think I reached out to her via social media. I DM'd her, say, hey, I know you probably working on music. We'd love to send you some music. She responded, sent me her direct contact info, and then that's how we connected. And we've been working together for the past 2 years. And I didn't even know. I didn't know what she was working on. I just liked her as an artist, and I thought she was dope. And would just send her music. And over the time, we were just accumulating songs. Dropped 2 singles, Petty Wop and 3 actually, Practice and Car Confessions, and then got a rumbling. I think like Petty Wop video right now on YouTube is like 60 million, 70 million views. So just kind of got the ball running. And she dropped the album last week. We had 8 songs. We got a lot more that she didn't even include on the album, I guess.
Right.
So we're saving that in the stash
Yeah.
for the next album. And so you got to hustle. Same thing with Chris. We have a great working relationship. We're working together for about 8 years. I produced 9 songs on Heartbreak on a Full Moon, which is the album that dropped before Indigo, with the team. That's 2 times platinum. When I came before, I think it was like gold.
Right.
On
Yeah,
the
it
way
was
to
gold.
being platinum. So now that's double platinum now. So just working, and it's all about maintaining relationships. Always about being consistent and persistent. I can send him 30 songs, 30 tracks, and he might not like nothing. So you got to be ready to send another 30. And I
Right.
think that's what separates me from a lot of other producers and musicians. Whereas if something is not accepted right up front, you get offended or you're mad. Oh, why this is good music I send them, why not? But it just might not be something that clicked at the time, and you just got to not take it personal. You just got to keep shooting your shots, man.
Come back and talk more with Amadeus in our final segment. But listen, I want to talk about those relationships, right? How do you cultivate those relationships? I mean, he's working with celebrities, right? So, we'll talk about that when we return right here on Perspectives. Stay with us.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terracloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on a sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
Double points with every purchase?
Cleverly merging promotions.
Love it.
Cross-referencing travel sites. And booking all your flights with those...
Vouchers. I got us bumped.
They were like, oh. But now they're like... Aloha. You waste this vacation. Now get the...
Okay, we're back. Was having some fun off camera. Anyway, so listen, Amadeus is here with us, talking a little bit about his work and how he's really making an impact in the community. And I want to take the time to really look at some of these awards you got. Tell me about this here.
Yeah, so this first one here is Inspired by You Awards, and that was presented to me by Compulsive Magazine. And it's basically honoring, of course, music, but work with the community, as you mentioned. And I had a conversation with an amazing queen named Cookie and her team, Shane and Maine. Shane and Maine is actually from Antwan.
Okay.
Paul is from Antwan.
Yeah.
So they're part of Compulsive Magazine. And they wanted to honor me. They had a ceremony in New Jersey. Amazing. They also honored MC Sha Rock, the first female hip-hop artist. So just to be amongst great company, it was an amazing time. Brought the family out. So that was the first award. The second award is from the Unlabeled Awards, and it's the Music of Excellence Award. So shout out to Tia and her whole team for that. Just honoring the music. You know, 18 years is a long time to be in the music industry, in the music business. So to still be successful and relevant, they just, kind of wanted to pay homage to me in that light. And then the last award is from the Queens Youth Music Festival for your work with the youth and the arts. And I actually received this award at Citi Field, where the Mets play.
Okay.
So I kind of got some slack for that because I got a custom King Amadeus Mets jersey made.
Oh, you did?
And I'm from the Bronx, and I'm definitely Yankees fan.
Oh, no,
so
I'm
they
a Mets
kind of
fan, so we right there.
Okay, so it's cool.
So we good, man.
All right, so
Ain't
they,
no problem.
they kind of
man.
gave me a little slack.
They give me flack here too.
Yeah.
But I've been here like 20 years. I think I'm still surviving.
So then you good.
Yeah.
And then, so the other half of that is, Robinson Cano.
Right.
He's actually from the Yankees, won a chip with the Yankees, but he's now playing on the Mets.
Right.
And we met at Philippe Chow. I was celebrating the Chris Brown release, Heartbreak on a Full Moon. He was there dining. We met, we clicked, became great friends. And so I support him. So people see me with the Mets. They say, "What are you doing, man? You're my boy."
Yeah.
Plays on the Mets, and then I know I'm probably taking your job right now, but relationships is everything, man. And we got to support each other. And that's my friend, and he plays on that team, and he brought me and the entire family to the games, on the field and batting practices, and gave us baseballs, and so you can't listen, man. It's about experiences. It's about
That's
life.
right.
Nobody's on the Yankees inviting me to the batting practice.
There you go.
So when y'all start inviting me to the batting practices, maybe I'll start wearing jerseys. Other than that, my boy is on the Mets. Shout out to Robinson.
Don't worry about the Yankees. We got to worry about the Mets.
Yeah, man, I might switch over.
That's it, man.
Still from the Bronx, so I don't want y'all to like disown me, Bronx all day.
Nah, you good. We talked about relationships,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So you got Chris Brown, you got all these great celebrities, right? And to the average person, it's like, oh my God, you work with all these great people. But to do this for years, there's an element of relationship.
Yes,
so
sir.
please give some young people some tips about what do you do when working with these celebrities and not look at them and gawking, but really handling your business.
Well, first, I think what they first need to realize is because I think the young people look at TV and just look at this other world. You know, they're all human. We
Right.
all are human. We all made by God in God's image, and we all the same. You know, we're different. We have different fingerprints, which separates us. We're all unique. But at the end of the day, we breathe. We pump the same blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We suffer from the same things. We all deal with hardship. We all deal with struggle. So we're all the same. You know, and once you realize that, you know, you treat people the same. You know, I respect you, you respect me, and it's a give and take. It's not just okay, a Chris Brown or Trey Songz. You know, take. You give. You know, so I did deposit into these people's lives. You know, whether it's spirituality, whether it's encouragement, whether it's motivation, and that's just who I am. So it's not about just us working on this record. How you doing?
Right.
How you feeling?
Right.
You need anything? You good? You know, you need prayer. You need you know, somebody to talk to. You want to go hang out. You want to go smoke a cigar. You want to go come to the club and hang out. Like,
Right.
you know, and I'm that person and I'm that guy, and I think that's what, you know, allows them to stay connected to me. Besides music. And I think I'm just a cool guy.
No, you really are a cool
what
guy.
do you think, D?
Man,
I think
you
I'm
my
just a cool
man.
guy, man.
50 grand.
You know what I'm saying?
All the way back. Listen, I appreciate you coming.
Listen, I got something for you.
You do?
Little surprise, man.
Okay. Oh my God.
You know,
Surprise.
You know, as the brand ambassador for Bel Air, Black Bottle Boy, you know, I had to bring you one of these, man.
Thank you, man. It's gonna go real good.
Man, you know, had to make sure you know.
Thank you, brother.
A lot to celebrate, man.
A lot to celebrate. I celebrate being with you, man.
My brother.
I really appreciate it. So you gotta come back.
Oh, you always gotta come back. And I gotta work hard. I gotta go work hard, do some amazing things, so I can come back and talk about it.
And sometimes you don't even, if you don't do anything amazing, just being you is enough to come on back.
Amen, brother.
Hey, all right?
Brother,
Amadeus.
appreciate you, King. Thank you for
All
having
right.
me, man.
No, man. Thank you, man. Amadeus, our guest here on Perspectives. And listen, that about wraps up today's show. Want to let you know, listen, if you get a chance, check us out every week here on Bronx-Native Channel 67, Verizon Files 33. Check us out on the web. And of course, you saw his information at the bottom of the screen where you can actually get connected to him, find out what's going on in his world. And he's always giving back to the community, always traveling around. So Amadeus, our guest. Listen, for all of us here on the set of Perspectives, I'm Darren Jaime. Stay safe. Until next time we meet, share your perspective with somebody else. You never know. It just might make a difference in somebody else's life. Take care. God bless.
What's on your mind?
Let 'em know.
Express what's on your mind. What's on your mind?
Anything relevant to life, you bring it to the table. Whether you make a move solo or a movement with a stable. No fables, you speak on your decisions. Cause in the long run, it's your voice, your views, your vision. Keeping it real with many messages for you to know. This ain't radio.
And I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.